morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's time to grab a cup of joe and enjoy the show. So first up, I am sitting down with Paul Davis, a company that provides full service restoration in the event of an emergency. We are also learning tips about how to prepare for a natural disaster. Then we are continuing our exploration of Prairie Landing Retirement Community. And today we're going to learn about their life enrichment program and how you can live your best life in their community. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Paul Davis. If an emergency happens at home, who will you call? Well, you know, it's Paul Davis. We've had the pleasure of learning more about their business, and today we're going to dive in deeper. And joining me today is Rebecca with operations and Nicole with business development. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So I feel that Paul Davis is a number that people should have on their phone instantly because you never know when a disaster may strike at home and you need to make that first phone call. But just in case someone is just learning about Paul Davis, will you describe your company for me?
Yeah, Paul Davis is a full-service restoration company. So we're there when disasters happen for fire damage, storm damage, water damage, tree falls, floods. Pretty much everything that can happen, we have a process to remediate. And we're full service, so we do everything from the temporary repairs, such as a tarp or a board up, all the way through the completion of the rebuild.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, there's so much. And the thing about natural disasters, it's so unpredictable, right? Yes. And it's like, oh my goodness, what happens? What do I do if something happens? Because a lot of times people think, okay, well, I should call my insurance. You know, I need to contact maybe a landlord if they're renting or just something. But the thing is, you have to mitigate the issues early on, right? And so when people do face those challenges, what do you recommend they start off doing from the jump?
Well, right away, you know, normally when an emergency happens, it's not on a Tuesday at, 5 p.m. It's on a Saturday morning at 3 a.m. and you hear water rushing and you're woken up from, a deep sleep. And really the very first thing we want you to do, make sure your family is safe. Make sure you are in a situation where if you have to evacuate your house, you can evacuate your house. That's number one. Number two is call Paul Davis. Yeah. That is what we're here for. We have 24-hour, 365 days a year service. There's always someone on call. Whether it's Christmas Eve, whether it's Thanksgiving Day, there's always someone on the other line to take your call, and you're going to feel overwhelmed and scared, and all of our technicians are going to be able to walk you through what the first hour, 2 hours are going to look like, and we're going to help bring a little bit of relief to a really chaotic situation. Yeah.
I love that you said that because it's like 1, 2 hours, 3, 4. People have to prepare their minds that a natural disaster doesn't poof and disappear.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
You have to have a plan and just know that you all are the first step to help them, but then there's steps along the way. And so, Rebecca, talk to me about how you guys really do provide a service that's like no other. What really sets you apart from other restoration services that may be available?
So what sets Paul Davis apart is that we can handle everything. So from the minute the damage happens, like you said, the mitigation, the preventing things from getting worse and starting to better the situation, up through care of your personal contents. So if you have, maybe a grandmother's quilt or your child's teddy bear that's been affected by the loss, your clothing, your furniture, all of those items we can treat, and a lot of times we're able to salvage those for people, and all the way up through the house being rebuilt. So we're a one-stop shop. We offer everything.
And of course, when a disaster hits, the first thing that people are thinking about is the cost. Like that can be pretty overwhelming.
Yes.
And so what would you say to someone who, Nicole, to someone who is concerned about that, or they may have a fear like, oh my goodness, I mean, you cannot stop a natural disaster from happening, but what if they try to handle it themselves because they want to try to save on money?
Sure, that's a great question. And, there are a lot of people in business and in residential. I handle more of the commercial side of the restoration, speaking to businesses, and there's so many high deductibles, and they really don't want to have to file a claim. But I will say that unless you are a trained professional, you have no idea the damage that can be done later by not handling it correctly to begin with. And that's what's really great about the whole process when working with Paul Davis. We will not just come in and start repairing and maybe doing work that maybe you didn't want. We will talk you through the entire process, and we will work with your insurance company and with the adjusters and your agents. And we have a staff that has been with us for 32 years, 22 years, 18 years, 12 years. The people that come to work for Paul Davis stay at Paul Davis, and they're very well versed and knowledgeable on how to help you walk through that whole process. And the financial part of it is a really big deal, and we can help aid in all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So with Paul Davis being around for almost 60 years and in this community for 32 years, I know that your customer service has to be great in order to care and to service and to have people coming back. So can you talk to me about why you all really cater to your customers the way that you do, and why building those relationships are important?
I'm so glad you asked that question, Jessica, because customer care and customer service is at the heart of what Paul Davis and all of its employees do. You can't serve a community in the way that we do without it, not at this level anyway. So we want to treat every single home, every single business as if it's ours. And we're not perfect. We're humans dealing with other humans, but over the course of the last 32 years, I feel like Paul Davis has really done an incredible job of loving on the community, serving people in their time of need. We have a huge philanthropic part of our business that we love to give back to the community. And when showing up at 3 a.m., in the middle of the night with children and a family, you have to be able to know how to navigate through that and really be with them there on an emotional level as well. So that's really very important to what we do. Customer care and customer service is what drives us.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you mentioned commercial and residential. So can you explain just all the areas that you work within, especially because people are probably wondering, like, what if I live in an apartment and I don't own a home? Do you cater to that audience as well?
Yes, we do. There's really any situation that we can go into. If you're a tenant, it might be a little bit complicated just because we have to work with your landlord or the property manager, but we can absolutely help in all those situations. So, single family homes, duplexes, all of those different types of houses, apartments, condos, pretty much everywhere we go.
Okay, perfect. And then people may be wondering too, like, is it set up as insurance to where it's something that you need to already have pre-established? Like, should they be calling Paul Davis now and say, hey, I'm around, here's my address, just in case? Or is this literally an emergency phone call basis, Nicole?
So many people don't think about preemptively or trying to have an emergency plan set in place before it happens. You never think it can happen to you.
Yeah.
And I strongly encourage you to reach out, especially, again, I deal with the commercial side. My job is to strictly go to commercial businesses, speak with facility directors and say, hey, what happens if, do you have a plan set in place? You wouldn't believe how many facility directors and very well-established businesses, they really don't have much of an emergency plan. So I can come in, share our services, talk about different experiences we've had, and help walk them through, hey, what if something happened? We would love to support you. We would love to come in and help build an emergency plan for your business on our end. So as our team is coming out to service you, we already know the layout of your building. We already know the proper contact in that situation. We have their cell phone number. We have their email. We know how they prefer to be contacted within that moment. So it's very helpful to have some type of plan set in place. So we would highly encourage you to give us a call, and especially on that commercial side. So let us help guide you through that.
Yeah, that's good. A contingency plan
That's
is
right.
definitely what is needed, and that's
Yes.
good that people can do that in advance. And then lastly, Rebecca, as we're talking about kind of contingency in a sense, if someone is a homeowner or they do live in an apartment, what can they do right now? So I know that, like, I hate to say natural disasters happen in different seasons, right? And so we're about to enter into the summer season. Is there something that you see more incidents that happen now that people can kind of like prepare their mind for?
Yeah, there are. If you look at the typical weather patterns of this time of year, there can be a lot of heavy rains. And something that we see very often is a sump pump overflow, or the sump pump stops working, or it breaks at some point, and then there's water that's just rising and rising in that area. So one recommendation I can make is, if you have a sump pump, have a battery backup. So if your power goes out or one fails, you still have another one that's working. Know where your water shutoff valve is, and how to turn the water off in case of an emergency. And like Nicole said, our primary concern is everybody's safety. So make sure that you have a safety plan for your family, that in the event of a storm, a tornado, a fire, everybody knows the exit plan or where to actually meet in the house.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
both provided so much good information today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. And if you would like more information about Paul Davis, we'll have their website listed below and their phone number. Write it down, save it, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Paul Davis.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
This segment sponsored by Prairie Landing. I am here at Prairie Landing, which is a retirement community that's fairly new to Fort Wayne. They have so much to offer, from their beautiful homes and a lot of social activities and ways to just live your best life and have an active lifestyle. Today I'm going to speak with their life enrichment manager to learn about all the fun you can have here and so much more. Let's do it. I am now joined by Beth Hieronymus, who is the Life Enrichment Manager here at Prairie Landing. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Jessica.
It's good to chat with you.
Yes, we're glad you're here.
Yes, okay, so this facility that you all offer is just really state of the art.
It really is. It really is. That's like an understatement. Actually.
Right,
This is
right.
pretty amazing for Fort Wayne to have this kind of retirement community.
Right, I mean, driving up, it's a beautiful scene. The homes are so well put together, and you all offer so many different activities. So with your job as a Life Enrichment Manager, what does that entail?
Well, we try to make the kind of activities that people want to participate in a combination of social activities and a lot of food, and then also outings. And we have fitness activities, swimming, aquafit classes.
Wow.
We have stretching, yoga type of classes, and we also have a person that will come in to the fitness center and explain to new residents what all the equipment is, what it does, and if you have a specific area that you need to work on, they will help you with that as well.
Okay, so Beth, I would love to learn more about this facility and really what it means to the community here in Fort Wayne.
Well, what it means to the community is that we are offering people who are 55 a chance to come and be taken care of for a change. instead of, they've been caring for their kids and their houses and their lawns and all of these sorts of things. And now they have the freedom to come and be and do what they want or not do. All the grass is cut by people. If the shingles are falling off the house, we fix them. Yeah. We replace the filters. We do all of that maintenance type of work for them. And we also offer them social opportunities. It's really important for seniors to have those opportunities after their kids are gone. A lot of their social life is wrapped up in that.
Right.
And so they are a very, very tight-knit community of people that live here.
Yeah, and I love that, the social aspect to it, because people are now living for themselves and they have the opportunity just to explore that through social stuff, through lifestyle and activities. So can you share some of the activities that you offer here?
Sure. Well, we try to offer a very well-rounded slate of activities, fitness activities like what we call Fitness 101. And it's kind of sort of stretching and aerobics a little bit. And then we have Tai Chi. We have Aquafit. That's very popular. We have someone that comes out and teaches new residents about our fitness equipment. When you go to certain places, they just throw you at it.
Right.
And good thing that you are, hopefully paying attention. But here, if you have a particular, like say you have an injury to something, the fitness person can help you work on that specific area, or conversely not work on that specific area if you're not supposed to. So it's not just being thrown to the wolves. Instead,
right.
we're concerned about everybody in a well-rounded way.
Yeah, and I want to learn about just the community. I know that you mentioned they were tight-knit. I want to learn about the culture that you all build here and really the diversity of folks that come and live here.
Well, it's interesting. We have a wide range of ages living here. We have 3 people in their 90s, and we also have people in their early 60s and one who's not yet 60. So there's a wide variety of people that live here, and the culture is really, I think, kind of unmatched. I mean, I've lived in neighborhoods before, but I've only known a few neighbors here and there. These people, if they don't know you, they'll make an effort to meet you and know you. I've seen them take people to doctor's appointments, or if someone is sick or what have you, they watch their houses or they take care of their dogs, and we're very dog friendly here. That's one of our, it's just kind of our thing.
Gotta love man's best friend.
Yeah, we have a dog park, and people, bring their dogs over and play in the dog park, and so. Yeah.
And you mentioned some social activities too, and food and what you all serve. So let me know about some of the nightlife here.
Okay,
or day life.
Well, we just had a murder mystery last week where we had actually, this is the crime scene right here, and we had like a body outlined on the floor and all that sort of thing. It's just a lot of fun, and it's just. I don't know how to describe it. It's just interesting to watch everyone interact with everyone else and be really, just kind of like, there's sort of people that just sort of envelop new people, and it's just lovely.
Yeah, well, what I have observed from coming here is just a really positive vibe just across the board with all of you who work here, and then some of the residents, and it just is beautiful. I mean, I think it's just a stunning community that you all have built, and looking on the side and seeing just the indoor accessibility that they have just to stay active, to stay happy, and to stay entertained. And I think that's what we all want when we hit 55 and plus.
I think a lot of people come here because of the social aspect. There are, just like any place else, there's a lot of reasons why people come here or decide to come here. It could be because they're concerned about healthcare in the future and they like that life plan community, so they're covered in case something should go wrong. But I think most of the people here are sort of living for today. They want to take advantage of their health and their freedom to go and do and participate in the community or whatever they want to do. And
Yeah.
so it's really, it's fun to watch that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing
Well,
about
thank
your
you.
experience with me. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
And as Beth said, you have to live for today. That's some carpe diem. And you can have that opportunity to learn more about Prairie Landing by going to the website listed below, calling the phone number listed below, and learning more. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Prairie Landing.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Enjoy fun in the sun on Living Local 15. Become a tourist in your own city. Visit your favorite spots and have some fun with me. From kayaking to rappelling off a building, I show you ways to have an adventure in Northeast Indiana every weekday morning at 9 on WANE 15. So join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15.
Watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams weekdays at 9 on WANE 15 and catch past episodes on WANE.com.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. While you're out, give a little smile, give a little wave, share a little light and love today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.